Hey guys, in this video I'm bringing you the alleged leaked outline for the Season 8 premiere. I will share the outline for episode 1 of the final season that was sent to me, and I will provide you some evidence that support many of these events actually happening during Season 8, but I cannot and will not claim it being real. In the past I've shared outlines that turn out to be 100% accurate, but I also shared some that turn out to be fake. You never know which outline is real and which is fake. What I can do, however, is share good ones and let you decide whether it's real or not. In any case, we'll find out in April 2019 when the first episode of the last 6 airs. With this being said, if you don't mind potentially getting spoiled, let's get right into it. The alleged outline for the very first episode of the season claims that Season 8 premiere opens up in Winterfell with the arrival of Jon Snow, Daenerys Targaryen and their crews and armies. Legit or not, Season 8 is confirmed to open up in Winterfell. Entertainment Weekly has been providing the first exclusive look at what's to come in the next season of Game of Thrones ever since it started, and this year was no different. They shared some legit spoilers for the final season, which besides Battle for Winterfell and many more other teases, also included a detailed description of the opening scene. The final season is confirmed to open at Winterfell. The opening scene will see the arrival of Jon and Dany with their crews at Winterfell, which is said to be similar to King Robert's arrival in the series premiere. It is spoiled that this episode will be an episode full of reunions. So if you've been waiting for Jon to reunite with Arya, or for Arya to reunite with the Hound, or for almost the entire Game of Thrones crew to be together at the same place, good news is, we'll finally get it in the very episode of the final season. Beside many reunions, premiere will also feature many tense first meetings between characters. Sansa said not to be thrilled that Jon bent the knee to his fancy new Targaryen girlfriend, at least not at first, which is also stated later in this outline. Back to it says Sansa, Bran and Arya Stark, much of the Northern Lords and Lords of the Vale lined up to greet Queen Dany and Jon Snow. Bran Stark saw them coming. I'm sorry, but I gotta stop right there. Isn't it interesting how the Starks lined up to greet their new queen just like they lined up in the very first episode to greet King Robert? Also an interesting thing is Bran seeing them arrive before everyone else, just like he did in already mentioned first episode of the series. Back then, Bran climbed on the rooftops of the castle and saw the royal party come into view. He told his mother, who caught him climbing, that the king is here, and Winterfell did less preparations for royal guests. Now 7 seasons after, Bran sees and alerts others of Queen Dany and Jon Snow's arrival at Winterfell. Although it's two different types of sight that alerted Bran of King Robert and Queen Dany's arrival, it's nonetheless an interesting parallel. Okay, back to the outline. It continues the dragons fly above Winterfell. Stark siblings reunite with Jon Snow. Sansa Stark is not happy with Dany. There's a lot of drama at Winterfell. Arya understands the situation. Many reunions, too many to count. Jon and Ghost reunite later in the episode. Again, whether this outline is real or not, all these reunions and tensions have been confirmed to happen. Anyways, after initial greetings, Jon has been told about the fall of the wall and the fall of Lost Heart. By the end of the episode, the Night King attacks Carhold too. Umbers and Karstarks are gone. Let me stop right there to remind you that Bran, through his flock of ravens, witnessed the Night King destroying a large portion of the wall using the undead Viserion, allowing his armies to march south, and therefore it only makes sense for him to share this major information with Jon Snow, and he most likely did share it with his sisters too before Jon even arrived. Regarding the fall of Lost Heart and Carhold, there's nothing to say, but it's been expected. The seat of House Umber is the northernmost major castle of the Seven Kingdoms. It has and it will fall first. In the eastern half of the north, south of the Bay of Seals, lies Carhold, the seat of House Karstark, located southeast of the previous castle that was hit, but nonetheless is the second northernmost castle, so there it is. At the end of Season 7, most fans assume the next battle we see will be at Winterfell, but there's a lot of castles between Winterfell and the Wall. The Night King will need a few episodes to arrive there, but make no mistake, he will arrive, and it will be the biggest battle sequence in all the history of TV in general. Anyways, has the fall of these two castles been expected? Yes. Has it been foreshadowed? Yes. In the Season 7 premiere, Jon Snow warned the Northern Lords that if the wall shall fall, the seats of House Umber and Karstark are likely to get hit first, with their castles being the most distant northern settlements. Once again, real or fake, this outline is not wrong about yet another major event. It's definitely going down, maybe not exactly as it says, but it most certainly is happening. Outline continues with the Greyjoys. It says Theon Greyjoy tries to save Yara Greyjoy. He arrives at Pike, but Yara is not there, nor is Euron. Outline is not making a mistake here as well. Early on in the season, we will surely see Theon attempting to save Yara, and his first attempt will also surely fail. Theon did learn from Euron that his sister is alive, and he plans to kill her soon if he doesn't submit himself to him. Theon also earned the respect of the Ironborn. Theon did rally them to rescue Yara, and he is currently on his way to the Iron Islands to do so, but he doesn't know what he will find there, which is nothing. Euron is sailing his Iron Fleet to Essos to bring the Golden Company to his queen, and he most certainly did not leave Yara behind. The scene then switches to Euron bringing his queen what he has promised, the Golden Company. It says Theon Greyjoy arrives at his Iron Fleet at the capital with the Golden Company, 20,000 infantry and cavalry accompanied by the war elephants led by a new character. Euron Cersei and the leader of the Golden Company, a character named Harry, discuss the war plans and strategy. Harry Strickland says to Cersei something along the line, "I propose to take Storm's End first, a now-impregnable stronghold. Once taken, it will give us a secure fastness to which we may retreat at need, and winning it will prove our strength." Again, there is no doubt of Euron arriving with the Golden Company. This new character, the leader of the Golden Company, has also been confirmed to appear in the final season. The next event in this outline is about the Mad Queen's sibling Jaime. It says Jaime Lannister rallies the Riverlands. This is something I personally expected and I actually talked a lot about in my Season 8 prediction videos. I did not expect Jaime to show up at Winterfell gates empty-handed, especially so when a small part of the Lannister army is located in the Riverlands. Basically, instead of traveling his entire journey on the King's Road that runs from the capital straight towards Winterfell, Jaime will travel on it only to the crossroads end. At the crossroads, Jaime will take the river road that runs west into the Riverlands. He will go for Riverrun to rally the Lannister forces that were sent to the Riverlands to ensure peace. Along the way, he might even convince Admiral Tully, with whom he has quite a bad history, to rally all of the Riverlands and march them to Winterfell, and help his nieces and nephews defeat the threat they are all facing. After all, it says Jaime rallies the Riverlands, not a small amount of Lannister soldiers. Bran has a vision of the Mad King burning his grandfather and killing his uncle. That's very interesting, but also expected, because such flashback was already supposed to take place in the very first season. That scene was even in the Season 1 trailer. Outline continues with huge meeting in the Great Hall of Winterfell. Jon, Dany, Tyrion and other lords discuss how to defend the North. Tyrion assures Dany and Jon of Cersei's intentions. She will march her armies north, no doubt. Sansa disagrees. Jon commands all the northern lords, with the exception of Howland Reed, to march their men, women and children, food and supplies to Winterfell. Jon commands Lord Reed to stay at Greywater Watch. Jon explains something along the line, "I've sent word to Howland Reed, father's old friend at Greywater Watch. If the White Walkers come down the neck, the Crannog men will bleed them every step of the way. They will buy us enough time to form a new line of defense if needed be." In the books, Robb says something very similar to this line to his mother Cat. The outline then states the Unsullied are sent to the Dreadfort. This makes sense as the Dreadfort is north of Winterfell, and therefore the castle the Night King will hit first. It's also been foreshadowed by Sansa that the North will use most of their castles in the Great War, not only Winterfell. In the Season 7 premiere, Sansa said, "We need every fortress we have for the war to come." Following the Battle of the Bastards, House Bolton has become extinct, leaving the Dreadfort without any ruling lordship. However, House Stark only captured Winterfell from the Boltons. No mention is made of the Dreadfort being captured, so it's possible there's still a Bolton garrison holding the castle. These very few men will apparently be aided by the Unsullied, who, as this outline claims, were sent over there to fight the Night King. Whether it's all the Unsullied or just part of them remains unknown. This part is also supported by the official tease for Season 8, in which the Unsullied marker is not beside the Stark marker at Winterfell, but somewhere east of it, which could be the Dreadfort. The outline then states Cersei has a miscarriage. This is something that was already supposed to happen in the Season 7 finale, but the showrunners decided to rather have it in Season 8 premiere. Anyways, it continues by claiming that Jon and Dany agreed upon keeping their relationship in secret. Fear spreads across the north. Many are leaving for the south. In the Winter Town, people spread rumors of the Night King flying on a dragon and White Walkers riding their pale giant spiders big as hounds. I gotta stop right there to once again say that even if this outline turns out to be fake, similar scenes to those have been confirmed to happen in the Winter Town. It was confirmed in January when all the famous news sites covered the exclusive news of the Season 8 premiere scenes being filmed in the Winter Town. The Winter Town, for those who don't know, is a settlement located just outside of Winterfell itself. During the winter months, the population can swell as high as 15,000, full of old men, women and children, making it the easiest target right by Winterfell for the Night King's army to attack and swell their ranks. If you remember, it's the place where we first met Tyrion, when he snuck off from the stuffiness of being a guest of the Starks and had a little fun with Ross. We also spent some long drawn-out scenes there with Brienne as she waited for Sansa to give her signal. It's also going to be interesting to see if these rumors among the small folk about the ice spiders are going to turn out to be more than just a rumor. Throughout the show, many characters mentioned them, and with the Night King starting his conquest, it will be time for them to finally appear. Ice spiders are legendary creatures spoken of in some accounts and tales about the White Walkers. They are supposedly the size of hounds and sometimes ridden by the White Walkers. In Season 1, Old Dan recounts to Bran Stark the legends about when the White Walkers first descended upon Westeros during the Long Night thousands of years ago, raising the dead as wights to kill the living, riding dead horses and hunting with packs of giant ice spiders as big as hounds. The outline then says the Lord said marches the Night's Watch south of the Wall, with them Tormund at Beric Dondarrion. Tyrion Lannister writes a letter, sends it in secret. Passing by the Moat Cailin, an older man with a short beard rides north with 3,000 men. He wears green clothes and wields a three-pronged spear and a leather shield. Does this description remind you of someone? Green color, a spear. Is it Howland Reed? Is he riding north to Winterfell even though Jon Snow commanded him to stay at Greywater Watch, and why? To tell Jon Snow the truth? Maybe. This marks the end of episode 1. This leaked outline of the Season 8 premiere does seem interesting, and if true, we can expect quite a long episode with all these events that have been mentioned. Let me know what you think about this alleged leaked outline in the comment section down below. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe to our channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.